We are here in what is this? WVUD, Fred?
Yeah.
Shout out to everyone. Shout out to the people watching at home, if there are any. Shout out to Owen for forgetting his sticks as we're trying to play.
Shout out to my mom who's watching right now.
My mom's not watching. She doesn't care.
Probably not.
She doesn't care either.
She doesn't.
Okay. This song is a song that Fred wrote, okay? And
That's true.
you know, it's about, you know, what is it about, Fred?
I don't know. It's words. All right, let's go. Woke up with a coffee stain on my shirt. A small ass town filled with people that I don't give a damn about. Another summer, what a shame. Time to find someone else that I don't wanna be here anymore. You don't know what to say. It's hard to be in love when I keep on making the same mistakes. You're all the only thing in the end to make me through the night. The other night was pretty rough. Pretty sure I fucked this up, but I can't change. Don't know why you lied to me. I'm the problem. Can't you see that I don't wanna be here anymore? You don't know what to say. It's hard to be in love when I keep on making the same mistakes. All worth it in the end. All worth it in the end. All worth it in the end. You can make it through the night.
That song was called Coffee Slop.
I only
everyone.
messed up one note in that song, guys. So
Hey.
please be proud of me.
You have to play for him. You got to play the correct note to make up for him. There you go. It's all good.
I tried my best.
You didn't even mess up now.
Can I introduce this next song, please?
Well, I was gonna yap a little bit. Between
No. I insist.
Oh, she said we should.
Yeah, let me know what the
That's what we're doing right now.
Person that hired us. Oh, okay. Go ahead.
All right. Well, this next song is called "Grandma's Hip," and not quite sure what it's about, but we're gonna play it right now.
I don't know if it's about grandma being hip or if it's about her hip.
Is it grandma being hip or is it about her hip? That's up for the viewer to decide.
All right. So, it's no secret that grandma's hips tend to go out sometimes, you know, and this song is kind of about your life being like your grandma's hip, just, you know, going out and you just don't know what's going on, you know.
Fragile and pathetic.
Yeah, like that exactly. We yeah, but honestly, no, this song is really about we put funny names to it, okay, but seriously, we try to write some deep stuff. It's honestly about just our time in this band, playing everywhere, playing Delaware. Thank you to all you Newark, Delaware people. Thank you so much for having us here and at Tire Shop. We love coming down here, even though it's like a 400-hour drive for us. So, without further ado, here's Grandma's Hip. Picking up the pieces of my life as it goes by. Wonder when it's all over, when we're gonna die. And I don't know why you're standing here, even though you said goodbye. It's a dream. What's the point of talking if we're all just gonna die? What's the point of truth if we're all just gonna lie? All your moms are wasting all your time. Well, I don't know where I'm going, but I know where I've been. I'm never going back. I'm never going back again. So let's raise a beer and cheers to all the good times. But together, me and you, as long as we're together, there is nothing we can do. And I know when the time gets up, I'll be standing here with you, and you will see. What's the point of talking if we're all just gonna? What's the point of truth if we're all just gonna lie? Money, mom, can wasting all your time. Well, I don't know where I'm going, but I know where I've been. I'm never going back. I'm never going back again. So let's raise up here and cheers to all the good times. I don't know what I'm doing, but I know what I did. I made my mistakes. I'm sorry for what I did. So let's raise up here and cheers to all the good times. Give it up for the microphone smacking me, and now my lip's bleeding.
It's not what it looks like.
Frank,
Listen.
clean it off for him.
I'll look it up.
Listen, it's not my first time getting smacked by the mic. It honestly happens every show. So
Who's Mike?
mostly tire shops. All right, but give it up for Marco here. Yo, little plug. Show him the shirt. Show him the Mr. Fatty shirt.
Follow up.
This is a new release right here. Fred?
Oh, yes. This next song, it's called Poop Nuts.
It was just a dream.
You ready?
No.
You can't be serious in our band. It just doesn't work.
Do you remember when you gave a fuck about me, or was it back in the day? Was it just fun and games, and you chose me as the one to blame for the horrors that you face when you're alone? I don't think that you ever cared about one thing that we ever shared, and it's not fair. I'll keep drinking myself to sleep, and you'll be calling by the end of the week, and I won't be there. Fuck. How did you know that it would get to me when I had to free myself from your will? How did you tear me to pieces when I went to bring you back into my life? 'Cause I don't think that you ever cared about one thing that we ever shared, and it's not fair. So I'll keep drinking myself to sleep, and you'll be calling by the end of the week, and I won't be there.
Fuck! song's called Just a Dream. I'm bleeding, won't you and my babies, I know the way I'm talking. They're crazy, but I'm so scared of growing up. My youth and I'm all out of luck. Go, where have you been? I've been home, trying to reach you, but I guess I was just falling apart. Tell me, what is wrong with your heart? I can't take it, I give you my heart, so please don't break it. Now you gotta see what you do to me. What's that? Don't sleep. Don't tell me it's all over. Won't someone tell me what there's new? What's that? A dream. Don't tell me that I was asleep. That this was the first thing. Ain't your world, this was. At least it was the start. I'm going home on my own, alone inside. Well, actually I'm feeling that it's like it's a broken my shit. I just got from the hip. Oh, gotta go listen to see more. Who's doing that and who's doing this anymore? I'm need to leave, just tell me. I walk right out the door. Back to the way of Europe. Oh. What's that? Don't sleep, don't tell me it's all over. Won't someone tell me what this means? What's that? Don't dream. You tell me that I was asleep and that this was the best news. Ain't nowhere else this was done. Why now?
We are Mr. Fart the band.
We're Mr. Fatty NJ on Instagram. This is the road crew. I don't know what happened. He was drinking a bottle of Jack Daniels, and now he has a horse hat on, and he's spinning.
Nay.
Why the long face?
Anyways, our EP's coming out soon. It's called Welp We Tried. And thank you, Soph. Thank you, everyone in this beautiful establishment, letting us come down and play a couple songs. And I got one last one to play.
All right, I guess we're live. What's up? This is Mr. Fatty Lounge.
We are Mr. Fatty Lounge.
Mr. Fatty.
Let's get names going from.
All right, well, my name's Fred. I play bass in the band, and I'm not very good.
My name's Chris. I play guitar, and I can't sing.
My name's Owen, and I play the drums, but I don't know how to play drums.
Very talented.
We've tried to kick him out a couple times now.
He never leaves.
My mom calls him after they kick me out. She gets me back in every time.
So one time she made me a shepherd's pie. It was really good. So
Yo, you ever had the Costco shepherd pie?
All right, and who's our interviewer today?
Gabe.
Gabe.
All right, so how did you guys get started with your music?
All right.
What's your origin story?
Okay. It goes a little bit back. All right. So I was a wee young lad, 14, 15, and I joined this band local to me, and this glorious guy was working in the band, this handsome fella, and I was my hair was almost down to my booty cheeks,
Nice.
and I was into heavy metal and stuff. And Fred was like, "You got to listen to like Midwest emo and stuff like that." And Fred got me into that, and then we just jammed for years. And then, Fred, what happened about last year?
Well, last year he went to Rowan and he did really bad because essentially I would drive about an hour and 30 minutes to come see him, and we were trying to write some tunes, and we watched a few emphasis on trying, and pretty much we saw a couple shows and we're like, holy shit, like this is what we want to do, like this is what we got to do, right?
It's our dream. Yeah, we just kept going to basement shows, and we were hooked, and we were like, let's start a band. And Fred actually had a list of band names, and he didn't think too fondly of Mr. Fatty, and I said, nope, that's it. That's the band name. That is what we're rolling with. And then, so then it was we had to go find a drummer because you can't do it by yourself. I wish we tried to do it by ourselves, but
I'm horrible.
And then oh
yes, it's my turn. Okay, so when we're going on the process to finding a drummer here, we made an Instagram ad because nobody we knew liked us enough to play in our band. And we paid like $30 for an Instagram ad, and we got like responses from all around like the United States, and the only one from New Jersey was Owen, and we actually did our first rehearsal at pretty much a car wash. It was really sketchy, so
it was behind an abandoned car wash. But I actually want to hear Owen's thought on this. What let's hear your side from seeing the ad.
So I was I was playing in like a couple other bands, kind of inactive, like weren't really doing too much. But I was scrolling through Instagram one day, and school was pretty hard. I kind of wanted to do more with music, and I'm scrolling through Instagram one day, and I see this ad for a band called Mr. Fatty. And already usually
it was the sketchiest and shittiest made ad in the world.
Black picture with white words.
It was
something off Craigslist.
It was
a
literally
band.
Usually any ad you see on Instagram for we're looking for a drummer, it's like, oh god, these are two 13-year-olds in their mom's basement. But
we were still in mom's basement.
but I'll tell you what, I gave it a try. I saw that they liked kind of that heavier Midwest emo punk kind of stuff, and that's what I love to play. It's what I grew up playing, and so I responded to the ad. I made the drive out to this car wash. I was like, either I'm about to start drumming in a really cool band, or I'm gonna get kidnapped. Yeah, I won't finish college. But it ended up being great. It was immediately
what a ride it's been, right, Fred?
It sure has, buddy.
But yeah, that's our origin story, man.
Nice. So you guys talked about Midwest emo and stuff. What other influences do you have? Just that, or do you have specific artists?
Yeah, I mean, we have obviously you hear a lot of us as pop punk and all the stuff we grew up on. I mean, I think everyone in here, their dad played Green Day or Blink in the car or just all classic rock. I mean, me and Fred could listen to Smokey Robinson, or we could listen to NWA, or we could listen to Mom Jeans. We were so versed in all the music, and honestly, all of it just inspires us. But yeah, mainly our sound is just grip the guitars and rip it and try to play as loud as you possibly can.
And kind of the aspect of Weezer where they don't take themselves too seriously.
you could play live, you can mess up, and that's part of playing live, and I feel like people like that. So we take a lot of different, like, inspirations, especially Weezer. I'm totally not wearing the shirt right now. This is not a Weezer plug, and I would never want to play with
It's not even
Weezer.
a gag.
Yeah. So, yeah, honestly, everyone, a little bit of everyone, I'd say.
Yeah, nice. So you guys talked about like how you two knew each other beforehand and then met your drummer. What was like your first impression of each other?
Do you want to go first, or should I go first?
I'll say for me, it was like you ever see the movies where it's like the long lost sibling and you like run and jump and hug? That was literally it. I swear to God, when we met in that rehearsal room, like I might have kissed you, but not in a weird way. Just I was so excited, but also kind of in a weird way.
I walked into that rehearsal room and I was like, these guys kind of smell.
Honestly,
But
like,
you go ahead.
okay, yeah. So my main thought was like, I thought that Owen was gonna suck at drums. That was my first thought. We had a drummer beforehand. We met when we were really drunk, and we were like, "Dude, you're gonna be our drummer." He never played drums before, but he showed up to the tryout and didn't make the cut. Owen strolled in, and I kind of was like, "Who was stupid enough to show up to this ad?" Like he's asking to get kidnapped, but luckily we were like on the right side of things.
And we did smell, by the way. Owen is right on that one.
I'll tell you what, though, for real though, like my first impression of these guys was like I play with a lot of people, but like I got in there, I sat behind the drum set, and the energy was like instant. Like just immediately started like going at it. We were playing all the songs like I learned when I was first drumming, like all these like Green Day songs, Blink songs, and it just like meshed. It was awesome. Really, really like cool light bulb moment.
The bass player was trying to keep along, but
I barely played bass at that point.
give it up for Gabe with the Bible here, folks. Look at this. Brought the Bible to interview us.
Bible of Delaware.
What else you got, Gabe? Gabe Areno?
So what's like the New Jersey music scene like, and like how is it like different or the same as like here in Delaware?
Well, honestly, the Jersey scene is amazing. You know, honestly, all the tri-state, and I would add Delaware in that too. I think the hub for it all is Philly. I don't know if anyone's here has spent time in Philly, but they're like the creators of DIY basements and stuff. So that's huge. And then Rowan is also huge in South Jersey. New Brunswick, where he goes to school, Rutgers is insane. New York is kind of all right. And then we got a couple areas in Jersey where we're from. Asbury Park is pretty good. But, you know what's funny is the spot that's been on the rise the most in the past year or two is honestly Delaware, Newark, Delaware, if I'm pronouncing that right, Newark.
Yeah, it's not the same. It's not the same as Jersey.
Yeah, but, yeah, we love it down here. I mean, I'm sure that's one of your further questions about Tire Shop, but we love playing down here. And I'll make the drive any night, seriously, to play. You guys bring the boom down here. So. What do you think, Fred?
They definitely bring the boom. I never really thought that anyone would be like chanting the name Mr. Fatty. Granted, we're still at like 800 followers, but when we show up to the tire
Get him to
shop,
1,000. Get him to 1,000.
people are like, oh my God, where's Mr. Fatty? And they don't know that they're actually asking us where we are, Mr. Fatty. They don't know they're asking us where we are.
We've created something bigger than us, and we don't even know what we created, and it's just trouble. It is. Literally, it's so funny because what Fred said, I'll go to Tire Shop just on a weekend, hanging with my friends that go here, and they're just like, where's Mr. Fatty? I'm like, I'm right here.
I'm literally right here.
It's kind of like a Batman and Bruce Wayne type
Yeah,
situation.
literally. But what else you got in that
So,
Bible?
Talking about Tire Shop, like how'd you get connected with that? And how'd you
Okay,
meet
this
those
is a
guys?
funny story. So, me and Fred, we got our drummer, and now what do you got to do? You got to get some gigs, you know? So, bro, I would stay up all night, bro, from like to like 4 or 5 in the morning, and I still do it to this day, just DMing every single venue, emailing every single venue, everything, bro. Fred, how many? Probably like 400, no exaggeration.
We DM a lot of venues, and I just want it to be known that even if you left me on red, I would take that as an answer. But we just straight up get ignored for most of them. But one day, pretty much,
But we still love you. We still love you guys, and we still will play.
We're just looking for an answer. But it was the beginning of September, and they asked us to play a last-second show. And what do you know? Our drummer can't play in that show. Big shocker. We have this guy, Danny Schneider, also known as Danny Zangari, who helps us out. No relation to the real Dan Schneider. And he played drums that night, and ever since then we've been in love with Tire Shop, to be honest.
Yeah, it was electric. And what I said before is, you Delaware people bring it. Like, whether you're from Jersey or whatever, I just kind of group you all in as UDEL people, or UD. I always get yelled at for that. But yeah, it's insane. We just would send DMs, and Russell, the owner over there, shout out Russell if anyone's watching this video or interview. They hooked us up, and you know, it was almost like another moment of like what I just said before when I met him, and it's like a long lost friend or something. And we immediately took a liking to it, and like we want to play there every week. We love it. The crowd's so good.
Yeah.
And and then like people send us pictures the next day of we were with Mr. Fatty, Soph being one of them actually. And I'm just like, I was with the whole band of Kiss and her, and some random dude.
Oh, I've seen that picture.
I was just like,
I've seen that one.
I guess I was with Kiss last night. You know,
They won best costume that night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're deserving of it.
It's a great scene down here, and like being like a drummer, like maybe I'm a total nerd for this, but like something that like really speaks to me is the fact that like the Tire Shop actually has like a nice setup. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, some of these
It's
like,
made for shows.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You go to some of these New Brunswick basements, and everyone, no matter how short you are, need to like kneel over. There's like a little like karaoke speaker in the corner, and that's it. And like they're like, all right, now you got to bring everything. So that was like really nice coming here, and like, boom, they have like everything you need there. Nice setup. It's even a nice drum set. They have monitors. What basement has monitor? Like,
yeah,
it's great.
For real.
And the crowd really brings the boom.
They do. They bring the boom.
So what do you guys do normally, like, to prepare for a show, like day of, like night before, even like minutes like leading up to it?
All
Like,
right,
I kind of saw it here, like just rehearsing, but even
all right,
before
so
that.
we're very last minute. We don't prepare. We don't change our strings. We don't do anything. We just kind of roll into the show and hope everything works. That's my ritual. I honestly just plug in and you start playing, and then you just, have fun, be a goofball, get the mic to hit you in the mouth like I just did, and you start gushing blood. But Fred, pre-game ritual?
I think we all have different approaches. For me, it depends on the show. Really, like, if I know that I have time to prepare for a show, I won't practice till the day before. And I'll have them send me videos. But for the most part, like, we kind of try to rehearse once or twice a week. Sometimes it can't happen. Life gets in the way, really.
How about booze o'clock?
Oh, yes. Well, listen, it depends. If we're starting the set off, I'll be good. If it's the end of the night, I'm going to mess up, and that's okay.
What about in the middle of the show? You ever take a little break in the middle?
Yeah.
Does it make you guys play better?
Let's just say the people of Newark, Delaware know how to party,
Yeah.
and sometimes it makes its way on the stage, and
This guy will put his bass guitar down in the middle of the set and just start moshing.
Yeah.
That's quite scary.
It is.
Especially at the tire shop.
Yeah, but yeah. So that's honestly our pregame ritual. Owen, I didn't really want to ask you, but I said your name, so go.
I got a quick one. I just like to make sure I drum the day of, or all morning to get my hands warm, and then an hour or two before the show, I don't touch drums. I don't think about anything, and then I just get up there and I just do the thing.
What's also a great ritual, honestly, kind of the car ride leading up, you'll listen to the songs maybe, but honestly silence is the best. Honestly listening to nothing kinda is the best thing. And like when you drive home, the last thing you want to hear is music. You're like, I gotta sober up and drive. You know what I'm saying? I can't. I can't be looking at my phone.
Or my favorite is when you wake up on a cold tire shop couch at 4:00 in the morning, and you're just like, where am I? First you think you're kidnapped, and then somehow Gabe shows up.
Yeah.
I don't know. Gabe comes out of nowhere,
Yeah.
and Gabe. So that's really that.
Nice.
So what else you got?
That's sick. You guys mentioned earlier about your EP. What's like your recording process like?
That's a good one. So the songs start with either me or Fred writing them, and then we'll bring them to the band and demo them, and then we try to go to the studio. But studios are expensive nowadays. We're cutting songs for our EP, and then this spring we're actually going out on a East Coast tour. So we got a lot of stuff to look forward to. But
give us some. Where are you gonna be out on the East Coast?
Yeah,
Tell the people.
we're gonna be all the way up as far as Boston, and we're gonna be all the way as south as Maryland.
We're so strong.
Yeah, so we're and everything in between. So a lot of New York City, a lot of Philly. Obviously, we gotta come back to Tire Shop.
Oh, yeah.
And apparently, there's another one here. What's the other one, Marco? Free Parking. So
Yeah.
if they like us, we'll be there. But yeah. So the recording process is a pain in the what. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of fighting. It's a lot of arguing back and forth. But we got some really good stuff coming out, and I can't wait for y'all to hear it. We're thinking about EP names, but Fred, what do we think the EP is going to be called?
I always thought that it should be Welp We Tried, in case that it's not as good as we think it's going to be. So we're just going to set the expectations low, and if we do really good, then maybe we tour again.
We're also we might call it Grandma's Hip.
You're the only one left.
I think it's funny.
Do you think it's grandma's hip as in grandma's hip or grandma's hip?
It's up for the reader.
It's up for the reader.
Follow us on Instagram and DM us. Let us know.
Yeah. DM us, follow us. All right, Gabe, what else
All
you
right,
got?
I got one last one for you. What's your favorite memory so far with the band?
That's a good one.
Let's get on the
Can we all get? We go.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
line.
yeah.
Go ahead, Owen.
Our favorite memory with the band.
It's a tough one.
It is a tough one because there's so many awesome memories. I would say, you know what? Actually, and this is kind of cliche, but I would say my favorite memory is our first show that we ever played. I remember it was kind of like, a lot leading up to it. Like we were rehearsing, trying to put together this little crappy set of half-made originals and random covers and we get there.
We barely knew each other too.
We barely knew each other, and we get there. We get to this place, and my 3 friends at Rutgers showed up and watched us, and it was really awesome. The energy was great, and it was just that's it. We're like a band. We're like a real band now. And it was awesome. It was a really great time.
Yeah. Fred, you have a moment that comes to mind, or you want last?
I definitely have a few.
You want last?
I'll do last.
All right. I got a couple too. The first one was huge. My personal favorite is Halloween weekend this year. We did a little mini tour. We played. Started off down here in Tire Shop,
Which was sick.
Yeah, that was a great show.
They were Green Day. It was sick.
Yeah, we did a cover. We honestly did a cover set for most of the shows that weekend. And we did some Green Day, and like I said, I was getting sent pictures I didn't even remember being in. And then apparently I met Soph, but I didn't even know. And that was an amazing weekend. And then we packed out Tire Shop, and it was crazy. And then we went up to Rutgers, New Brunswick, and they all hated us there, but we had a lot of fun. And then we finished off at one of our favorite spots. Shout out the Coach Room in Philly. And yeah, it was a really special weekend. And the other one that comes to mind is we played this one show that was terrible. We played at a record store here in Delaware. And it's nothing against the record store. We just sucked. Yeah, but we
Which
just
one?
sucked.
Which one?
Rainbow Records.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
We love Rainbow Records.
And we didn't even have a fan base or no one liked us at the time. So my one friend who's in the room, he was the only one that showed up. And we were all just bummed out. It was like, damn, we put all our time and money into this band, and we just hit a bunch of clunkers, and it sucked. And then Fred right here made the brilliant idea to go to Cracker Barrel after the show, and we got some post-game Cracker Barrel, and that was
Way
a
to lift
beautiful
up the
day.
boys.
That was the
Way to
way.
lift up the boys.
Fred, take it away.
I had to warn them that there was a gift shop. That's like the best part about it. In all honesty, I have two like major stories that stick out to me, like favorite moments. One of them's like not gonna sound like it would be my favorite, but it definitely was. Like in retrospective, like looking back to it, was definitely a show we played at Dingbats in Clifton, New Jersey. I think it's in Clifton, right? Yeah. We stumbled into this one bar, and I picked myself up a drink. We talked to the locals a little bit. There was a band that we played with that was significantly out of our pay grade. At the time, we had 150 followers, and we got to open up for them. And to be honest, like, that was probably one of the worst shows we've ever played. And
Tell them how many followers they had.
they had a couple thousand, a few thousand. Oh,
They're on tour.
doesn't matter what it's called. But, we got to look at their van. We were completely jealous of their van. And we're like, oh, my God, it is possible. You know what I mean? And then we played. We kind of had a bomb set. We bombed. And there was, like, 3 people there.
We played, and we met this big band, touring band. Me and Fred were like, oh, my gosh, we're so excited to meet you guys. And Owen goes, I have a chemistry exam tomorrow. And we're like, bro, shut up, bro. We're talking.
Trying to look cool, man.
Listen, you guys don't understand these college chemistry exams. Brutal.
Then my second favorite memory would definitely be the one that kind of started our momentum, and that was the spontaneous coffee shop show. Not coffee shop, tire shop show. That's coffee shop's a song I sang. Tire shop show. The first one, right? Because we were taking a gamble coming down here, a 2-hour ride, and we were just like, oh, it's our first show in so long. We took the summer off, and it really did, like, blow our balls off a little bit. Like, we were not ready for that. Like, the energy was perfect, exactly what we needed to, like, get the motivation to keep going, for sure.
1,000%. Yeah. That show was crazy. That all the shows before that were, like, big shows for us, but that I would say is like the milestone because it was like the first one that it was really, really slam packed, and we were just like, damn, like this is like the climb. You know what I mean? Like this is what we want to get towards, and honestly, we've just been proving it through working hard, and all the DMs that we sent, the hundreds are finally paying off, and we're going on tour, making music, having fun. Trying not to get too drunk while doing it, and
That's always hard.
Trying to find a new drummer. So if there's I'm kidding. But, yeah, we bring the boom.
Hell yeah.
What do you have to say about chicken bakes, Fred?
The chicken bake gets a boom.
That's gonna be the intro. That's gonna be. All right. That was Live Lounge with Mr. Fatty. Hell yeah.